Good afternoon, YouTube and targeted survivor community worldwide. I trust you're doing as well as you possibly can be. Shane Gibbs, targeted man from the UK, back again for my weekly update video. Well, it's been a very interesting past week since my last video. Been very busy with work, etc, 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 communicating and counselling TIs and responding to emails, etc, etc, etc. Just before I kick off, I just want to give a little bit of a heads up that I have got an interview. I've kindly been asked by Richie from the Richie Allen show to give an interview tomorrow on his PM show tomorrow evening. I believe the show goes out live on richieallen.co.uk starting at 7:30 PM. So yeah, it should be worth a watch, and I'm very well, what's the word? I'm quite pleased, shall I put it, that we're finally getting some recognition from some non-targeted related platforms who are willing to put their neck on the line to air and talk about and give information out about this horrendous targeting program that seems to be running rampant not only around the UK but across this wonderful globe of ours. So yeah, please, if you've got time, please look in on the Richie Allen show tomorrow. It goes out live at 7:30, but I'm sure the interview will go up on his YouTube channel a couple of days later, probably Tuesday or Wednesday or so. So yeah, quite looking forward to it. I've been communicating with Richie now for the past few weeks, and sadly, it's not the first case similar to. It's not the first case that Richie has actually heard of regarding the history behind my targeting and the couple of decades-long harassment and victimisation that I've been having to deal with and being confronted with on a daily basis. So it's going to give me a real good opportunity to actually speak to a non-targeted audience about the targeting program. Specifically, I'm in no doubt that it's going to be running across my history first. We'll then get into the whole ethos behind for the reasons why I became involved, and Kieran and myself founded TI Television, which seems to be having quite a large effect and quite a large impact when it comes down to getting this information out and getting these testimonies out into the public domain. So yeah, very, very interesting evening tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be quite a tiring day tomorrow because I'm up at 5:30. Out to work and then back home, showered, put me clean clothes on, and jump in and give an interview to Richie Allen. So once again, if you are about 7:30 tomorrow night, then please tune in to richieallen.co.uk to listen to the interview live, or like I said, maybe you can catch the interview that will be uploaded onto his YouTube channel in a few days' time. So right, that's that out of the way. Okay, well, in my last video, I mentioned how I've had some little cockroachy type individual that's been moving stuff around in my back garden. I'm so intimidated. Do I look intimidated? Is this my intimidated face? Fucking fools are a joke. Well, they've actually moved on and they've made themselves an even bigger joke this week, purely because of the fact that I've been working, so I've not been using the van. I'm getting picked up for work in the morning, so the van's been sitting outside the house while I've been out of work. And on Friday, I took the yeah, it didn't work Friday, so I took the van out to go and do a few bits and pieces, a few jobs and stuff, and I noticed prior to me driving off, I noticed that they've released the hounds now on me, and one of them bravely, I call him the Ketchup Kid, decided to get a bottle of ketchup and squirt it underneath the door handles of my van. You can't make this shit up. It's fucking crazy. So not only is the Let's put my intimidated face on. So not only am I intimidated because people are entering my back garden, and now I'm even further traumatized and further intimidated. Can you see? Look, by the Ketchup Kid. Now, what goes through the heads of these people is beyond me. Seriously, you know what I mean? I really. And just before anybody says or asks a question, once I realised that I'd been ketchuped, I actually took it on myself to walk down the road and checked probably about 7 or 8 cars either side of my van, and it seems that my van was the only one that the Ketchup Kid had decided to squirt his bottle of ketchup on. So. That's right. Oh my goodness. Right, let's look at this from a rational point of view. Over the years, these people have tried poisoning me. They've tried running me off the road. Police patrol car tried running me off the road, that I'm sure that you've seen the video of. They've invaded my home, not only while I've been asleep in bed, that I've got audio recordings to prove that fact, but they also took it on themselves to enter my home whenever they pleased when I was out, to destroy my property. So I've been poisoned. They've chucked me in mental hospitals. They have done so much disgusting, cowardly, pathetic, childish stuff to me over the years, and now they've actually dropped to the level of targeting me with condiments. I don't know how much more of this I can take, seriously. Poisonings, yeah, I can handle that. Being run off the road, yeah, I can handle that. Having the business destroyed, totally not a problem. Having my house taken away from me, being run out of my hometown, having my cars vandalised, having my dog terrorised and attacked, blessing. And now they have unleashed the ketchup. Oh my God, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, that's enough about the Ketchup Kid. That's enough about the Ketchup Kid. Today I just want to briefly, like I say, it's not going to be a long video because I want to do a little bit more of a lengthy update video after I've done the Richie Allen show tomorrow. And so I thought I came across some, just on a more serious note for a moment, I came across a really disturbing article on the online from the Mail online, mail.co.uk, and the article was actually titled "Academics Baffled by 20,000 Extra Deaths in England and Wales So Far This Year." Well, apparently up until for the first 16 weeks of 2018, and these are the stats, this is off the website, is apparently the death total in England and Wales was 198,943 registered deaths. Now the academics apparently are baffled by the huge increase of 20,000 deaths that have taken place or have occurred this year in the first 16 weeks. That's 20,000 more this year than in the first 16 weeks of last year. Now I wonder what's causing all these deaths. Part of the article also mentioned something that was really quite concerning, that teen suicides in London alone have risen by 107% in 2017 compared to 2016. So that's a 107% increase in teenager suicides. deaths of UK homeless people has doubled in the last 3 years. So it seems that there seems to be something very, very nefarious, and if it feels like it's nefarious to me, it generally is nefarious. What has caused this massive increase in these suicides and huge numbers, increased in numbers of registered deaths so far in the first 16 weeks of this year? Now, it don't really bear thinking about, to be honest with you, but if you consider some of the, what shall I say, some of the technology that's involved with the targeting, as I'm sure a lot of you are fully aware, and the main goal of the targeting program is to drive an individual insane or drive an individual to the point of suicide. Now, we're probably never going to find out, but I wonder how many of that 107% increase in teenage suicides were caused by some form of targeting. Whether it be online targeting, whether it be targeting from bullies at school, or targeting from people at college, or targeting from their neighbours, for instance. Who knows? But there seems to be a massive problem here in the UK with suicides and increased death rate. Something to ponder. There's definitely a connection there somewhere. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that we won't find out what that connection is, and we definitely won't find out the reasons why these people are dying in such massive numbers. But I'd lay my I'd put money on the fact that there's a huge percentage of these increasing deaths and suicides has got to be down to the targeting program. But who knows? I might be wrong. So yeah, that's that little tidbit for you. Also wanted to just give a little bit of information and coping mechanisms that I've used over the years, not so much these days, because everything that happens to me these days I take with a pinch of salt, no matter how negative that may be. I don't allow myself to be pulled down into the lower negative vibrational state that these people seem to live in and thrive in. So what I'm getting at is, as you all know, I don't shy away from any of these fools. I go about my business as and when I go about it. I go to the gym. I'm working quite regular at the moment, and one of the things that has sort of like come to mind, and something that probably a lot of targeted survivors don't actually take on board and don't understand, is the level of negativity and bad occurrences that happen to normal non-targeted people. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because you will probably find there are a huge number of targeted survivors that put absolutely anything and everything negative down to their targeting. Now, what I'm trying to get at is that prior to your targeting, was you completely left alone? Did you not have any bad luck? Did you not have any negative occurrences happening within your life prior to your targeting kicking off and making its ugly head rearing its ugly head to show you that you're the target? Like I said, the reason that I'm talking about this is that one of the things that I had to learn, and the reason I learnt it is because we are plagued with bad luck as target survivors. We are plagued with negativity. We are plagued with people like the Ketchup Kid, and people creeping around your garden, and people breaking into your house, and people attacking your pets. There's nothing you can do about that. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. So the best advice I can give you regarding dealing with the negative aspects of being a targeted survivor is to, I know a lot of you are going to say, what on earth are you talking about, Shane? take everything in with a pinch of salt. Do not fixate on every negative, tiny little bad occurrence that goes on connected to your targeting or likewise. The best advice I can give you is to take literally, do not allow anything and everything that happens to you negatively and to be put down to your targeting, because normal people get targeted. Normal people have bad luck. Normal people have negative occurrences happening in their life, and that's just that's just normal. That's just the way things are. So the reason that I'm talking about this is to try and give you a little bit of advice on how to deal with the constant barrage of negativity and the constant barrage of negative occurrences that these people seem to thrive on, and they seem to enjoy putting in front of you in your everyday life. The sooner that you learn to deal with the fact that there's nothing you can do about this targeting, it's the way that you approach it, it's the way that you look at these fools, it's the way that you take on board all of this crap that we encounter on a daily basis. So the best advice I can give you is to whatever it, don't fixate on everything negative being part of your targeting, because it's not. So yeah, there's that little snippet. Something else that speaking to Richie over the past couple of weeks, one of his main bugbears, and as you can appreciate, he's been approached by hundreds, maybe thousands of targeted survivors over the years. And one of the main things that he has said to me is, he said, Shane, I don't and I cannot get people onto my show that are just literally going to babble on about electronic harassment and microwave weaponry and this and that and the other stuff that's so way out there. I mean, what you've got to understand is this stuff is secret technology. This stuff has been hidden away from the public, from the populace, for a reason. It's secret for a reason. It's secret for, and the reason that it's kept secret is because when it's being used on you or whoever, when you start talking about it, that is where the crazy card comes out. So rather than alienate yourself from any possible type of support, try and keep things grounded. Stop rattling on about this. I know it happens, I know it's not pleasant, I know it's uncomfortable and sometimes very painful, but there's nothing you can do about it. And when you start talking about it to non-targeted people, that is why you then get them turn their back on you, because ultimately they're thinking that you're losing your mind. All part of the program, all part of the design of the program. So try and tone things down a bit, rather than entering. I mean, there's so many layers to this disgusting program. Just take it from the beginning. Business sabotage, vehicle vandalism, slander campaigns, home invasions, gang stalking. That is stuff that you can prove. That is stuff that any rational explanation will come across in a non-judgmental way. To certain people, you need to be picky and choosy about who you do speak to and what you do speak about. So don't enter every conversation with anybody and start any conversation that you have with a non-targeted people when you're trying to prove something to them with technology type information and secret weaponry type information that they have got no clue about. Hence the reason why they then start questioning your sanity. The more crazy you sound, the more far out, the more sci-fi, the more X-Files you sound, the bigger barrier you're going to put up against between these people and yourself. So try and keep things rational. Stop putting everything down to the targeting. and try and live alongside your targeting. It's the only option. You have got no other option but to learn to live alongside your targeting. End of story. You can't stop it. You can manage it. You can learn to live alongside it, but you can't stop it. Fact. So just be very, very careful about what you say and how you say it and who you say it to, because that is one of the biggest problems that I'm seeing. That's one of the biggest problems that people like Richie Allen are seeing. Non-targeted platforms need to be approached in a certain fashion, need to be approached with certain information, certain factual information, and not approached with I'm getting it with microwave weapons and I'm getting it with directed energy weapons and frequency attacks and rah 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 this and rah 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 that. Yeah, it's a massive part, like I've said, but it's not something that non-targeted people are going to even understand, let alone take on board and believe you. So keep things rational, keep it grounded, keep it real, people. Because the more way out there, the more far out you are with whatever you're saying to these people, the bigger chance you've got of isolating yourself further. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, just want to give a couple of quick plugs before I go. I've got a TI TV member turning up at 5 o'clock and just for a catch up and a coffee and a chat. So I better get these little bits and pieces out of the way because he's coming at 5 o'clock and I've not got long to go. I think it's about 4:30 now. So TI television website doesn't seem to be getting used as much as I was hoping it would be getting used. The forum's not being used as much as I was hoping it was going to be used. So please take a look and go along and sign up to the ti-television.com website. There's a forum on there that you can communicate in safety with other targeted survivors. The forum is moderated, and yeah, go along and just you know, it's there for you guys. I'm not quite sure what content's on there up to now because our website developer's been very, very busy, but I know she was planning on putting some other information and some other interesting articles up onto the channel. But the forum is there for you guys and girls to utilize. So please go along, www.ti- this is lowercase ti-television.com. Also Tesh, I'll give Tesh another plug today. Tesh is another TI television team member. He manages and mans the TI helpline number. So if you are in the UK, he is available virtually every night between 8:30 or 8 PM and 10:30. So and he's one man with one line. So effectively, if you can get in touch with Tesh through the helpline, he will sit on the phone for a couple of hours and listen to you and give you some support and give you some counselling and some advice as best as he can. So anybody that wants to utilise the TI television Tesh local support telephone line, please phone 07843 712 542. The new flyers, I've mentioned in a previous video that we was given a contribution to allow us to print some new flyers with the updated website address. I've got several thousand flyers here sitting waiting to be posted out to people, and all at no cost to you. So, and nobody's taken. I think I've sent about 500 out. I know I sent 500 to Tesh the other day, but I've had two other packs go out to survivors that have taken up the offer. So feel free if you want some of these flyers sending out to you, where you can possibly go around your local communities, car parks, supermarket car parks, etc., etc., just sticking them under windscreen wipers, etc., etc. Then please feel free to email me, shanegibbs212@gmail.com, and we can arrange getting you some flyers sent out. Like I said, there's no cost involved at this point. There's several thousand flyers that are available to be sent out to UK-based targeted survivors, so please take advantage of this opportunity. I don't understand why more of you are not contacting me for free flyers, and there's, yeah, well, the offer's there. If not, then they'll just be handed out as and when we need them. I know for a fact that Tesh and a couple of other TIs that are now working directly with Tesh are going to be looking to set up some kind of social type meet-up event in the London area in the coming future, but I'll keep you posted on that. I think they was talking about some date in July, so I'll keep you all posted on that. And what else is there? Survivors database. I've had several more UK survivors come through to me this week to have their details put onto the UK TI Television UK survivors database. So anybody that wants to go onto the database and have your details put into the database, then please contact me with your details on shanegibbs212@gmail.com. And just before I go, something else that I did this week as well. I was quite curious to find out how much information is actually on the net or over here in the UK. You know, so I've done several searches this week, and I've basically done a Google search, a Bing search, and a Yahoo search. And in the search bar, all I stuck was gang stalking. I just wanted to see some kind of figures, some kind of numbers as to the level of information and the quantity of information that's out online about gang stalking. And I was quite shocked actually, because I'd done a Google search, and over here in the UK it brought up just under 750,000 bits of information about gang stalking on Google. I'd done a Bing search, and I was even more surprised to find that there was just under 1.5 million pieces of information, separate pieces of information online through Bing about gang stalking. Yahoo, pretty similar, 600,000 pieces of information on gang stalking. So there's millions and millions of people that are placing information online about gang stalking. You know, how much more information do people actually need to start realizing that this program is a reality, and this program is destroying people's lives, not only here in the UK but all the way across the world? The numbers are growing, sadly, but we just got to keep on keeping on. What other choice do we have? Anyway, so that just about sums up today's video. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I trust all you guys and girls out there are doing as well as you possibly can be. I will hopefully get back and do another update video pre Richie Allen interview probably next weekend, because I'm working all week, so I'm not going to have the opportunity to do another video until next weekend. And that just about sums up today's video. So I trust you're all doing well. Stay strong, stay defiant. If you want flyers, come through to me, I'll send you flyers out. If you want to contact Tesh on the helpline, give Tesh a call on 07843 712 542. And be careful, because the Ketchup Kid might be coming to an address near you sometime very soon, so keep and peel, people. Anyway, that sums up today's video. Please feel free to contact me with any information, or if you just want to chat about stuff. You know, I'm constantly on the, even when I was working this week, I was still emailing targeted survivors back that was contacting me on my BlackBerry. So feel free. You know, I will eventually get around to contacting you and replying to all of your emails. Like I said, if you want flyers, email me. If you want to go onto the UK Survivors database, then please feel free to email me, shanegibbs212@gmail.com. And that just about sums up today's video. So stay strong, stay defiant. If you've got time, please tune in to richieallen.co.uk tomorrow and listen to my interview that will be going out live. If not, then I'm sure you'll catch it on YouTube later on in the week. So, targeted survivors, stay strong, stay defiant, never ever give in the fight. Learn from these fools, learn to live alongside what these idiots, what these parasites, what these pathetic, cowardly, pond scum type idiots are doing and are paid to do to you on a daily basis, and take it with a pinch of salt, because it's meaningless. It's absolute garbage. These people, if you can call them people, will ultimately be judged at some day. Someday they will have to answer for what they have done and their disgusting, pathetic actions. So until next time, keep them peeled to your eyes. Stay strong, stay defiant, and until my next weekly update video, bye for now, and I'll see you all again real soon. Take care for now, to you guys, and I'll see you all again probably same time next week. Take care.